Rock, rock, rock. Bread. 3. Fine leather helmet. Take it. Wooden shield. Haste potion. Take it. Contains stinky furs, bits of bone, and other useless things. There's also a big rusty key. That's what I needed. Nice fur. Javelins. And we'll just avoid waking up the giant. Giant gate is huge, impressive looking lock. You try the giant's key and the lock pops right open. When the door swings open, Hilary suddenly springs to life. She leaps delicately to her feet, swirls out past you. Her face is twisted in anger, and sparks fly from her hair. You jump out of her way. Before long, you hear a roar to the south, and an explosion. A shriek of twisting metal. Then there is silence. The dryad left without bothering to reward or even thank you. Such fickleness is the norm for fairy creatures, but it's disappointing nonetheless. He's ended up in better shape than Gukbar the giant. The screaming sounded like it was coming from him. You smell the unsettling odor of burning flesh. But Gukbar the giant has been slain. Big dumb creature falls to the ground with a wet, earth-shaking thud. I got experience for it. Not gonna complain. And he was hanging out here. He was drunk. So drunk. And she tore the gate open. Of course she did. I don't need to mess with that. But I will take this. Well, that was exciting. Let's head back. We've explored a little. We saw a dryad. Apparently the Empire isn't as skilled at hunting monsters as it wants everyone to believe. Let's go talk to people. It's day 10. We're still in good shape. Tell out Anaximander of what you saw on the surface. He doesn't seem surprised. So far it sounds much like what we expected. We're at the outskirts of the Empire, far from the center of civilization. There may still be hope that we can develop some sort of colony up here, hidden in the wilds. First, however, we need to learn much more. Go out and explore, visit towns and cities, find out what forces the Empire has out here, then report back. Seeing the strange slime creatures, he looks very serious. This is bizarre, to say the least. The Empire was determined to purge the world of all that was different or dangerous. Yet it seems that dangerous creatures, at the height of the Empire's power, are returning. Continue to investigate this situation. There's something we need to learn much more about. Okay? Contact people. Okay. No. I do want to visit the trainer before I go, though. That is a trash pit. That is not where I want to be. This is the room. Okay, Jeremy. That works. You need... No. There we go. And you are the priest. I don't think Samson leveled. Nah, he leveled before we left. Back into the wilds. Meet people, I guess. Find out what's going down. Save people from their own problems. Wish I could get a bigger map. One that was better than the one that guy drew. And there's some unicorns. I don't want to fight them. Hey, a house. The large stone farmhouse. It was once a solid, beautiful stone structure. Now the crops are dead and the land has been spoiled by slimes. Looks like the building has been abandoned. Let's look around. Look around. Many acidic slimes have been in and out of here. with the result that everything inside is ruined, and the holes have been burned in the walls and ceiling. While searching out the window, you find you've been surrounded. Frickin' slimes! I bet this is the first problem we have to solve. Freaking slimes. Clean the slime off your blade and take one last tour around the farmhouse. Anything that might have been useful here has been dissolved or eaten. It's not even fruit in the garden. You leave the ruin behind. But what is this then? Rows of mushrooms? It's probably just a bug. It's not mushrooms. It's some other kind of crop. You can't even look at it unless you're standing on it. Tight cluster of farmhouses surrounded by a tall, recently built stone fence. Behind it, several farmers watch you carefully. You can easily see that they recognize you as outsiders, possibly even Avernites. Fortunately, they don't seem to be immediately hostile. Let's say hi. Much to your surprise, even though your paleness and thinness marks you as, if not Avernites, very strange characters, the people in the farmhouse are happy to welcome you in and give you a meal. They warn you not only about the slimes, but about brigands who somehow travel with the slimes, without harm. Nobody knows where they came from, but they're convinced that the only way to survive is for humans to stick together as much as possible. I already talked to these people. Oh, I've got to go around. Escape! So brigands. There are brigands out here somewhere. Let's get to the city of Curzon, one of the largest cities on the continent of Avernum. Even the largest settlements in Avernum look minuscule compared to Curzon. Curzon is far from a large city by Empire standards. As you get close, you pass travelers, farmers, and soldiers. Practically all of them notice you. Your crude clothes, thinness, and pale skin immediately mark you as different. Also the lizard person. And at least some of them recognize you as Avernites. Yet they don't seem interested. For whatever reason, they don't care that you're from the Empire's enemy. Perhaps people here aren't influenced by the Empire much, or perhaps they have worse things to worry about. Oh. Let's find out who's in charge. The years of subterranean hovels, the splendor of the huge buildings in the streets before you, teeming with life, makes your eyes pop. Ow! You're completely blind now. Game over. You enter the city of Curzon for the first time. After worrying about how you'll be greeted by the Empire's citizens when you actually enter one of their cities, even though I did earlier, you find that your fears were ill-founded. Nobody gives you more than a passing look as they go about their business. However, clearly all is not well. People are nervous, and watch the ground carefully as they walk. As you look closer, you see the city walls have been scorched and melted. A sour smell you cannot identify hangs over the street. It occurs to you that these people may not care about being visited by Avernites because they have much more pressing concerns to deal with, like slimes pressing against them. Notice that while the guards here aren't hostile, they're giving you a lot of nasty looks. Non-humans aren't welcome here. Too bad. So sad. Get used to it. That guy's following me. City Hall. This seems like a place where I need to go. Hello, person in charge. This small, fidgety man with the look of a natural-born bureaucrat. Ew. He sits in an impressive polished oak chair, far too large for him. His expression is hard to read. Welcome, outsiders, to the City Hall of Curzon. I am Mayor Arbuckle. John Arbuckle? Do you have a cat? How fares Curzon? He develops a nervous tick around his eye. I was picked by the Empire to look after this area. It was a nightmare assignment, and the monsters have only made it worse. Surprises you with his bluntness. Why has this been a nightmare for you? It's bad enough that this is the least developed town in the least developed area, and not in the not all developed continent. Least developed area in the not at all developed continent of Valorum. But the slimes appeared and started to destroy everything. How long have you had problems with these slimes? He looks at you candidly. I will be blunt. You're adventurers from Avernum. I don't know why you're here. I don't care. We've had too much else to worry about. He wipes nervous sweat from his forehead. I have a mission for you and a considerable reward. Well, this sounds like something I need to deal with, so tell me. What sort of mission do you have in mind? We don't know who's creating slimes or why. And we don't know where they come from. Perhaps a small, skilled band such as yours could have luck finding them. My soldiers have been no use at all, despite months of trying. If you can find out where the slimes are coming from and eliminate the source, you will be rewarded lavishly. Good luck to you. How should we go about it? Ah, if we knew, did you think we would ask for help? Thinks there's one possibility, actually. There's a tower west of here on the beach. We believe there's a mage there who knows how to control slimes. His name is Bojar. How does Bojar control him, have you asked? No, unfortunately. He's quite mad, and has killed every soldier we've sent there. We can't afford to send any more. We hope that you might be have more success. We're outsiders. Why ask us for help? Because we have had no luck. Lowers his voice and leans close to you. Smart and talented people do not stay out here. They go north and seek their fortunes. The people under my control are simply not up to the task at hand. Do I think you will succeed? No. Am I willing to take the chance of asking for your help? Yes. Okay, tower north on the beach. Oh, sounds like a task I should deal with. And I don't have any money to spend. There's probably more things to do here, though. The Rowdy Ore. Hi. The innkeeper has a filthy, dirt-encrusted hands, which have probably touched every mug and plate in this place. Looks at you with disinterested eyes. I'm McElroy. Welcome to the Rowdy Ore. What'll you have? What do you serve here? Wipes his nose with the back of his hand. Well, we got the best drinks in the whole town. Only 2 gold. And we got a room in the common room for sleep for the night. Only 3 gold. We'll make sure none of the slimes get you. Having any problems with them? The slime creatures have been sneaking in all over the place. There was even an attack near here. Where have the slimes attacked? Oh, one will slip through the walls every once in a while, but none get in here. Sleep easy. He grins in a way you find not at all reassuring. Nope. I see where they've gone through, though. And there, they're starting. Yeah. This building looks suspect. Right, we're missing lockpicks, though. Shrine of the Revealing Light. What did you say? I hate my life. Well, that's great for a priest. Terry. A young calm woman. She wears white robes and the ankh of a healer. Also, somewhat incongruously, she wears a big axe on her belt. Greetings, wanderers. I'm Terry, one of the healers of Curzon. What kind of work are you engaged in? I mainly act as a town healer. Busy work. Plus, I maintain the shrine for what it's worth. What sort of shrine do you look after? Well, Curzon has one small shrine to the healing arts, and I look after it. Nothing compared to what other cities have. It's more of a worry than anything else, I'm afraid. What's worrying you? Curzon has lots of sailors, and they're a superstitious lot. Not the shrine-going type. It's all I can do to keep the dust off everything. What are the other cities' temples like? Curzon is the only major city in Valorum to not have a large temple. Even Shader has a lovely temple. What's Shader like? Shader is a big city on the island to the northwest, home of the Anama worshippers. Strange lot. Don't quite see things their way, but they have a lovely temple. Valorum? There's the continent of Valorum, the least populated continent in the Empire. Okay. Okay. There's a blacksmith. Hi. What sort of shop is this? It's one of the tallest women you've ever met. She looks down at you effortlessly, and effortlessly hefts a huge hammer and tongs. She wears a leather jerkin. Her bare arms are sweaty and muscular. Welcome to my shop. You can call me Jinx. What sort of shop is this? Oh, what do you think? You can sell me what you've got and purchase weapons in return. Always glad to help a visitor to Curzon. You get many visitors? She smiles as if she's in on a joke you don't get. Curzon doesn't get many visitors these days, being as it's about as remote a large city as you can get. Sometimes we get people from odd places, though. Where are you from? Oh, and be sure to ask me if you want a good meal. I know just where to go. She chuckles at this. Where can we get a good meal? Well, Haran is a very good friend of mine and runs a food shop near here. Rubs a small diamond ring on her left hand and giggles. It's strange to see such a huge person giggle. We're travelers from the north? Sure you are. You're from the surface. Whatever you say. I can't tell her we're from Avernum now. I lied. worked. The shipyard looks like it has... It's in the middle of a ruined shipyard. Pattern of wreckage tells the story quite clearly. Large holes have been melted in the city wall, probably with acid, enabling the slimes to slip through. After that, the scorched walls indicate heavy spell use, causing fires. More acid completed the destruction. Finally, the holes were plugged with magical barriers, and the building was left abandoned. Sour smell hangs over the ruins. One thing is clear. Individually, the slimes might not be that powerful. In groups, however, they can wreak a remarkable amount of damage. Seems to be the case. Can I take one of these boats? Probably not finished. Sure, you can take it. It doesn't have a hull. Bam! Glad people don't care when I do that. Bolt of cloth, bolt of cloth, bolt of cloth. Nice fur. None of it is mine. People don't care if I break in as long as I don't take anything. And I'm not interested in their pairs. Oh hey. Hostile cave rat. Clear those webs. Oh, I can take that trash. Bars of iron. That torch is free to take, but I don't really want it. Oh, you have a name. Hello. Seedy-looking sailor. He's walking around town looking bored. He paces over to you. Seems he finds talking to you preferable to doing nothing. I'm called Denzel. How do you do? Look like you traveled a lot. Heard any rumors? Who's close to you? Close enough for you to savor his somewhat acrid smell. In fact, I have. Want to hear what I've heard? Sure. Heard that the Avernites walk among us. They found a way to come to the surface and they're traveling around. Do you believe this? Heck no! The Empire itself put them down there. I believe that anyone the Empire puts away stays away. I think it'll take a lot more than a bunch of ignorant cave dwellers to put one over on the Empire. Uh-huh. You have an occupation? Shrugs. Normally I'm a sailor. It's a disaster for people in my trade these days, I tells you. What's a disaster? No ships going anywhere these days. Everyone's afraid of being brought, or monsters are being attacked. Or this and that. Me? I plan to keep moving. You must be afraid of the slime spreading. Bet you think this is the only place with lots of monsters. Don't kid yourself. I've heard the rumors. We sailors get around. There's monsters running everywhere. Watch your back. As for me, I'm running. Where are you moving to? Been waiting to sign on with some merchants going west. There's a town called Purges to the west. Hasn't been attacked much. Maybe I'll be safe there. Sure getting out of here as soon as I can. Way too many monsters. Well, Purges is about the end of nowhere. But if more monsters show up, I'll keep running, even if I have to swim the ocean. Okay, buddy, good luck. Fellows. This man looks like a sailor. He's wearing the robes of an apprentice mage. Dirty torn robes, but robes nonetheless. He stares intently at an orb on the table in front of him. As you approach, he looks up from the orb. Welcome, I'm Fellows. What can you do for us? Greetings, children. I will forecast your future for only 2 coins. Also, I can share with you my great magical skills. Your magical skills. With his hands, there's a flash of light. It's a very simple spell. I can create charms which will shift your fortunes. Purchase one, and you will never be devoured by the seas. A bargain compared to the value of your life. Sure. Wow, that's expensive. But it is +1 to luck. Are you a sailor? Yes. Though I left that career behind to follow a career in the psychic arts. And a good thing, too. Why? Solarum is quarantined, or so the rumor goes. Ships aren't allowed to sail to or from the continent. It's quite a crimp in the sea trade. Go ahead and tell our future. Sure. Takes your gold and waves his hands over the orb. I see many adventures and much fame.